Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Laura Wilkie and I'm going to share with you guys our personal and honest review of Level K Primer, the course book for the good and the beautiful. Alright guys, welcome back. If you're brand new to my channel, please subscribe. I am constantly uploading new things, new ideas, new tips, and just kind of our journey of our homeschool, homesteading, book suggestions, just all the things. So if you haven't already, please subscribe so you can follow along. I am a Christian homeschool stay-at-home mom. I have 6 kids, 1 more on the way, and this year I have 3 kids that were already reading, okay? And they are 10, 8, and 7. They are already reading, efficient readers. And with them, I use, it's called the Reading Lesson, Teach Your Child to Read in 20 Easy Lessons. Sorry, that's what it was called. And I will link it below. It is a fantastic program. However, every single one of my children kind of got bored with it. They all learned how to read. They got kind of bored, and I had done it for 3 years and was kind of over it myself. So this year I wanted to try something new. I did a little bit of research and decided on the good and the beautiful because it kind of fits with our Charlotte Mason theme. And I went with the good and the beautiful. This is their Level K primer book, okay? My 4th little guy was not where my first 3 were when he starting kindergarten, okay? For oldest 3, when they started kindergarten, we only had the 3 of them, and life was good and life was easy. So I had been able to practice letters and sounds with them prior to getting to the age of kindergarten, and it was very good for them to just go ahead and start with the other book that I told you about. But then we had my 4th baby, and as he got older and grew and was into the age where he would be able to learn those things, life got really busy because we added twins to our family, and that was a little bit of a helter-skelter in our homeschool. So we still got to do all the things and all of the learning. My big kids, I was focusing on keeping them on track. And in the midst of all of that, my little guy, who was 4 years old at the time, kind of got left behind as far as letters and sounds. So I wasn't really interested in throwing him into the Good and the Beautiful's kindergarten program, okay? That is why I went with the primer, Level K primer program first. And I looked at it online a lot, and I did a lot of research on it, and I knew it wasn't going to take us very long to finish it. So I was excited to go ahead and start with this. We started our homeschool year. This is September now. We started our homeschool year back in July. And I was excited because I knew that he would be able to get through this whole book in just a couple months, and then we would move forward into kinder. Because he was a little older, because now he was 5.5, I knew that he would pick this up fairly quickly. So he started with Level K primer course book, and it also came with this little reading book. It actually got a little wet one day, so it's a little wrinkly on the back, and it came with some song downloads. To be quite honest, we never listened to the song downloads. I don't know, I kind of forgot about them. Yeah, we just didn't get to them. There's other songs and things that we listened to anyways, like the Leapfrog stuff, so it wasn't like we were missing out. I just honestly kind of forgot that they were there because they were in my email, and it never told us to read them in the book, so they just kind of slipped my mind. It wasn't a problem. He went through this, and he did not know the majority of his sounds, and he did know the majority of the letters, but there were a lot that he was flip-flopping, okay? Like M and W, B's and D's and P's and Q's, all of those, N and M. He was flip-flopping a lot of them. So he wasn't really ready to start the kinder level. However, I'm going to show you real quick kind of how this program works. I do love, and a lot of people don't, they said when we first started homeschooling, a lot of people said don't get something with a bunch of colors and pictures because it will distract them. Honestly, I think that it helped more than anything because The one that we had previously was literally just black and white pages, and it was very dull. It did not even keep the kids interested. So although they did get through it, they did all successfully learn to read. It was very much like pulling teeth almost every day. And it was kind of boring for me. So this one though is very beautiful. I love this because we are going to be using this with 3 more kids that are coming up behind him. We chose not to write in this book, but it does have little spots here where you can check off boxes as you complete things along the way. It does have things where he can write. We did not do that. I had him do that with his finger, trace it. And he had another book that he was also going through that focused on some handwriting. So we didn't worry about doing the extra part there. But I did like the flow of this. So it was literally up and open and go. I would read the blue writing, you can see here. And then like that would be for me to read personally, like in my head. And then the black part I would say out loud to him. And we would go through all the things. I did like all the different ways that it was including hands-on learning. Like here it wanted him to use beans to put them on there. We didn't actually do that. I just had him point with his finger, but it probably would have been more fun for him if I had done that. So it went through the purple box. We would do the letter and the name of the sound, and if it was capital or lowercase, we would talk about what each one of these started with. It was just very simple, easy for me to sit down and say, let's do this, and we would go through it. Usually, like in the very beginning, we did 1 lesson a day when we were just starting out. As we got further along, we started doing 2 lessons a day. And we have continued that trend because we have already started the kinder level and have continued the 2 lessons a day on most days when, if it's a good day, I guess. We have continued doing the 2 lessons a day, and it is going just fine. So he liked that there were things like this, kind of like little picture games, just things to do and make it more exciting. Of course, there were cards to cut out. Of course, we didn't cut them out because I want to use this with 3 more kids at least. So I wanted to hold on to it and keep it nice for our family. But see, it just has so many cute things, so many cute things. It also has some art, okay? And I was curious how it was going to include the art. I was excited about it, about him being exposed to some beautiful art and pictures, but I wasn't sure how that was going to fit into reading or language arts. And the way they did it was so beautiful. So they would say things like it says, point to the boat, what letter does boat start with? Point to the wave, what letter does wave start with? Just so simple and easy. I liked that it did it that way. I have another ABC book that does it a little differently, and it says things like, find something in the picture that starts with the letter B, and that is so hard for children at this level. So it just doesn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, I did love this. I loved this. It would prompt us when to read the book, and it was just periodically we would read one little story, and that would be like the cover, and then it would go through a few pages. Let's see, about 7 or 8 pages, and have a cute little short story for him to read. He enjoyed that. He enjoyed kind of working through that, and when he got to the last story, he was super excited. I almost had finished it. It's so excited. So we went ahead and are continuing this program. We started it a few weeks ago. We are continuing it with the level K, the kinder level now. And so I wanted to give you guys my honest review. I think it is a win. He has learned the things that he needed to learn in this program, and we are moving on with the next one, and we are going to do that one until he finishes that book. So for the rest of our school year, this one, I would say honestly, if you do it every day, we did it 4 days a week. I would say honestly, if you do it every day, 1 lesson a day, it doesn't take you very long at all. It has 34 lessons, so do the math, and it's about just over 100 pages. It comes beautifully bound. so you can flip it around and there's not too much for him to look at or focus on whatever page you're on. So yeah, I'm gonna say that for our family, this was a win. I will continue to use this with my little guys that are coming up behind him. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I definitely recommend this particular program, this particular level for The Good and the Beautiful. I haven't used many things out of their collection, but I am excited to start exploring kind of what they have to offer. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I hope that this video was helpful to somebody out there and that maybe you'll be able to find some benefits out of this as well. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.